The recording has now started. This is a continuation of a practice exam paper for May-June 2022.
Great. Thank you, Hendrik, and welcome everybody. I'm so happy I can see Moses, Zanele, Nurse Kota is around. Hey, Nurse Kota, where are you calling us from?
I'm from Pietermaritzburg.
Oh, great, great. And how's the weather out there in Pietermaritzburg?
No, it's very hot today.
Oh, same here, same here, same here. How's it going with the studies?
Not bad, not bad.
Oh, I'm glad, I'm glad. Have you started exam division?
Not yet. I was just busy with the practicals, so I haven't started.
Okay, okay, all right. So today, as Hendrik has pointed out, we're going to be working on past year examination papers. And past year exam papers are a good predictor of what's going to appear in the 2024 exam paper. In fact, Moses and I were talking about the examinations. Moses, I'm not sure if you'd like to unmute and share your experience with regard to what happened in 2023 and 2021, I think it is.
Okay. When I was browsing through the question papers, I noticed something that the question paper that was set on 2021, it was exactly like the one from last year.
Whoa, that's scary. That's scary. Word for word, Moses?
I can't say word for word, but like the structure, the questions, like they were exactly.
Yes.
That's what I've noticed.
Yes, Moses, I've been doing this for a number of years, and sometimes they even repeat the exact questions. And I shouldn't be recording this and saying it out, but it's a good idea to go with papers, right? So the other thing that Moses had asked me was, if he has a question and if there's an answer and if he doesn't have the memo to that, I can help you with it. And but just give me a little bit of notification, Moses, like a couple of days beforehand, right? Because for every lesson that I record, I do a preparation beforehand so that I know how to structure the lesson and what to do. Okay. So let's go through some of the questions. Let's go through some of the instructions for the exam paper. Students will have to upload it in a single PDF file. I did this last week, but for now, I'll assume that you've read through the instructions and you know what's going on. So as Hendrik has pointed out, let's get Hendrik to do some more reading and writing, not writing, reading really. So Hendrik, I'm going to jump to question 3c. So Hendrik, I wouldn't mind if you could read out the question, please.
Right. In this program, you have to use the switch statement. The average life expectancy in hours of a light bulb, based on the bulb's wattage, is listed in the table below. Then we need to write a program that, when given a bulb's wattage, displays the average life expectancy.
Right. Okay. So, Moses, you'd like the memo for this, wouldn't you, Moses? Moses, you there? Okay. Right.
Yes, I'm there, sir.
Right. So you would. So I would actually like it if you could do the question and the and give me your attempt, and then I will check it for you. Right. But I'm just throwing you deep in right now, and I'm going to try and answer this question. All right. So I have a working program, but I'm going to pretend like I am working with it as if I'm writing the exam. Right. So let's open up my code blocks, right? Oh, there's a program. Oh, I shouldn't have opened that there. Let's open up a new program, right? New project, console application, next, and Moses, May 2022, Q3c, right? So finish. Right, so Moses, there's the program, right? So this is where you're going to start, Moses. Say, hey, it's working. I'm so happy with that. Now, Moses, I'm going to include the question paper next to me so that I could see both. Right, I'm going to split my screen in half. Right. Now, I like to start programming with what's the end in mind. Right. So the end in mind says display by the program that when given a bulb's wattage displays the average life expectancy. So I'm going to say Let's see if this program runs. It runs. Does it run? Hold and run. Yes, it should run. Yes. Hello world. So now I want to. Right. I'm gonna give you a strategy of how to tackle this program, right? So it says displays the average life expectancy. So I'm going to say something like this. I'm going to say the average life expectancy is, right? And I'm just going to leave it at that. This is my output statement. All right. So, Henrik, how many marks is this question worth, Henrik?
It looks like 10 marks, Mr. Governor.
Yeah, 10 marks, 10 marks, right? So it's 10 marks. Now, let's see if I run this program and say, hey, does it work, right? So it's looking at this program, run the program. The average life expectancy is, hey, great, it's printed out. So, Henrik, if I was marking this strictly, I'll give you half a mark right there. Okay, Henrik?
Okay.
Okay, or maybe because I like you, I know you. Okay, 1 mark. I'm kidding, Henrik. I'm
Thank
kidding.
you.
I'm kidding. Right, but but don't you feel confident now? You say, hey, this program is working. I have an idea lab. $100 looking good. Right. So now, because I need to look at, it says in this program, you will use a switch statement. So I need a switch statement, right? Now I've already studied the switch statement. I know how the switch statement works, and I have an idea, and I'm sitting in the exam, right? But now I see it says, and it's the first time I'm seeing the program. It says in this program, you use a switch statement and you need write a program that when given a bulb's wattage. Henrik, Moses, it says you are given a bulb's wattage. So this, if you interpret it, means I need to input the bulb's wattage, right?
Right.
So I'm gonna go to the top of my screen, and this is where I need to do my input. So it says I need to input the bulb's wattage. Now, I know how to input into the program because I came for every Saturday lecture and tutorial. I did all the exercises in the study guide, right? So how do I do that, Moses? How do I enter the bulb's wattage? Moses?
Yes, Mr. Prinavin.
Yes, how do I enter the bulb's wattage?
Let me see here. In wattage, you're gonna say switch.
No. I just want the bulb's wattage. I just want to enter in a wattage or enter in any variable. C in.
You can say CN the sign
Right.
wattage.
Right. Great. That's all I wanted, right? That's all I want from you. Now, because you've attended quite a few of my lessons, you know that you can't just have a C in and just flash on the screen. You got to give it a little bit of, oomph. So what should I have above it, Moses?
Above it, you can have a C out statement.
Right. I'm going to have a C out statement. And I'm going to say, and because you attend my lectures and you know what I like students to be very well mannered, you're going to say?
You can write enter the bulb's wattage.
Right. I'm going to say enter the bulb's wattage. Enter the bulb's wattage. Now, because you're a very well-mannered student, Moses, you always like to use your P's and Q's. Moses?
Yes, Mr.
Because you're a very well-mannered student.
Yes.
And you like to say, please, thank you. What are you going to say?
I want to say please.
Okay. It's no use me teaching you computer programming when you become, you don't use your P's and Q's, right? So,
Yes.
now, right? So, Henrik, we started off with the input there. And we said, right, so let me tell you something else about computer programming. You need to get some marks to pass the paper, right? Hendrik, you told me it's 10 marks. Hendrik,
Yes, Mr.
how many
Governor.
how many marks do you think I should get for line number 9 and 10?
If I were marking it, Mr. Governor, I would say that would probably be a mark.
A mark, yes, you're right. A half a mark on the top, half a mark on the bottom, right? So you've got 1.5 marks so far, right? So now, Hendrik, it'll be nice if you want to, if you can output that as well, right? If you like. So now that we've got the input, we've got the output, we just need the processing, right? We need the processing. And in order to do the processing, we're going to use the switch statement. Switch, and we've got the variable that we're going to use, right? The variable that we're using is wattage, right? Because we use, oh, by the way, Moses, you use wattage. The rule is every time you use a variable, you got to Moses.
Yes, every time you use a variable, you need to initialize it.
Correct, right? Or declare it, right?
Yes.
Right. There we go. There we go, right? So I've used it. And if you wanted to, you could have set it to 0 to, right? If you wanted to, right? So we're okay with that. Now, we're using the switch statement, right? The switch statement says that if the wattage, according to what Hendrik has mentioned out here, the wattage is 25 watts, and the life expectancy is 25,000 hours, right? So if it is case 25, then life, LIFEEXPECTANCY, life expectancy is equal to 25,123,000 hours, right? Okay, oops. Right? Yes. And after every case, we need to have a break statement. Right? I'll talk to you about the break statement. If we don't have the break statement, what happens? And also, according to the rules of the switch statement, we have to have a situation where the person does not enter in any of the values like 25, 40, 60, 75, or 100. They enter something else. And if they had to enter in, let's say, 120 watts, then it must give you like an invalid response or something to that effect. All right. So let's close the case statement here. We're closing the switch statement. And I need to have a default case, life expectancy, and my default case is DEFAULT. Default, you need to say something like Cout invalid entry. Right? So let's compile this program. Oops, case 25, life expectancy, case 25. And I'm using life expectancy. Moses, if I'm using a variable, what do I need to do with the variable?
You need to initialize it.
Correct. Right, life expectancy. It seems to be working. Yeah, it seems to be working, does it? Right, let's run the program. Please enter the bulb's wattage. Moses, what should I enter in?
Must enter the value is gonna be 40.
You want to say 40? Okay.
25. Let's start with the 25 one.
I like that. I like that. I like that. Hendrik, you can also think of a number between 24 and 26. Hendrik, 25 is okay? All right. Yay! Okay, didn't print it out. The average life expectancy is okay. So you didn't print that out. Let's go and sort that issue out. Let's go and sort that issue out. I'm going to say the average life expectancy is life expectancy, and yeah, right. Let's try this again, Moses. Let's run the program. Give me a bulb wattage that you want to use.
Let's use 25.
25. I like that number too. I like that number too. 25. And let's see if it gives me an answer. The life expectancy is 25,000 hours.
Wow.
Yay, it works. Now, Moses, whenever you're testing a program, you must always test a program for a number that you know the answer is going to be a certain output, and also when the number is not going to be a certain output, right?
Okay.
Let's run the program. This time, give me any number other than 25.
Let's try 26.
36. Okay, let's see 36, what happens, right? Invalid entry. Ooh, the life expectancy is 4343. Right. Right. Okay. Right. So it's invalid entry. Now that you know that, let's do the rest of it now, right, Moses?
Yes.
Let's do. So you're quite happy with it that it's working for 25. Let's do the next one. Case 40. The life expectancy is equal to how many hours is that, Moses?
It's gonna be 1,000 hours.
1,000 hours, right? Oh, we've got a case 60 as well. So case 60 is also case
Also
60.
1,000.
I'll show you an easy way after this, right? We can, but let's for now do it all. Right. You want to work, or you want to do it, or we can okay, each one has a break, right? So that's the way the case works. Right. Should we test this, Moses, or should we go on with 75 and 100?
Let's just do them all, then we test them at the same time.
Okay, then we could do that as well. But I mean, listen here, it's only 20 past 12. I've got to, you know, basically pull the whole lesson, Moses. You mind if I just test it now?
Okay, you can do so.
Okay, let's just test it, right? Let's just test it. Ooh, there's an error there. Moses, spelling error. Yay, let's run the program, right? So this time, Moses, we know the one for 25 works, right?
Yes.
Let's test for 40. Moses, give me a bulb's wattage.
The
Any
bulb voltage is
number, you can think of any number between 39 and 41. Any integer.
40.
Yeah. Hendrik, this reminds me of Marianne's, when I used to ask her, give me any number between 39 and 41. She'll give me 40.5. Then I had to be specific, Hendrik, and say, I want an integer, you know.
That sounds like something she would do, yes.
Yeah. It's the last year, right? Let's run this thing now. So the life expectancy, yay! It's working for 1,000. Let's run it again. Again, I said I got some time to. Let's run it now. Give me any number between 59 and 61. I mean, give me any integer number between 59 and 61. Moses?
60.
Okay, 60, yeah. Yay, I'm happy. I still got time to kill. Okay, let's run the program. Now let's do it again. Now let's do it in. We got 75, which is 750, 100 is 750 as well. Now, case 75, life expectancy of the bulb is equal to 750. Let's put a break there. Now this break is very, very important. if you don't have the break, it tends to go to the next case, right? And in fact, some of the past check questions, I think the examiners were a bit tricky. They wanted to catch you out, so they left out that break. I'm not sure if you noticed that in any of the questions. Let's see if there's a question here that did that. They tried to catch the student out. Okay, not in this paper, but in other papers, they had a where they asked for the output and they excluded the break, and the poor students got caught out. Right. So, Hendrik, you're doing a good job. Let's do the Hendrik. Give me the next case, Hendrik, please.
It will be case 100, Mr. Governor.
Case 100, correct.
And the life expectancy will be 750 hours.
Life, correct. Is also equal to 750 hours. And don't forget the
break, Mr. Governor.
correct, the break, right? The break. Moses, this looks like it's going to work, right? Let's run the program. And I'm going to see how many marks I'm going to get in this, right? Let's compile it. Yay, it worked. Let's run the program. Please enter the bulb wattage. Let's try each one. Moses, give me a number between 24 and 26. Moses. Okay, Hendrik, give me an integer number between 24 and 26.
25, Mr. Governor.
Same thing I was thinking of. Yay, that's right, it's correct. Let's run the program again. Hendrik, give me a number between 39 and 41.
40.5, Mr. Governor.
Oh, shucks. Hendrik, give me an integer between 39 and 41.
40, Mr. Governor.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please remind Marianne of what you've just done. A life expectancy is 1,000. Perfect, it works. Let's run the program again. Please enter in a bulb. Hendrik, give me an integer between 59 and 61.
60, Mr. Governor.
Thank you. Yes, it works. Let's run the program again. I've got another 7 minutes to go. Oh boy. Okay. Hendrik, give me a number between 74 and 76. Integer.
75, Mr. Governor.
Integer. Correct. 75. Yay, 750. And the last one, Hendrik, I don't have to ask you for a number. What number do I want?
100, Mr. Governor.
Correct, right? Now, this is test data. Test data give you 750. Perfect, it works, right? It works. This will give you 10 marks. This will give you 10 marks, right? They'll give you a mark for lines 9 and 10. They'll give you a mark for line 12, that's 3. 4, line 14, maybe another, say 5 there, 6 there, 7, 8, for the default 9, and the last one 10 marks. That's how you will get 10 marks for the exam. All right. Now, if you want to make this look pretty, you can combine case 40 and case 60 because they're the same. Maybe you want to save some lines there. You delete that, and that'll help you, right? Because both of them are the same. The same thing with case 75 and case 100, right? We can remove that. That'll also work, right? Let's just show it to you quickly. Build and run. If you enter in 75, average life expectancy is 700. And that's how you answer question 3C from what was this? May, June of 2022. 10 marks. I took about 25 minutes to answer this. You can do it in, say 10, less than that, much less than that. Any questions regarding this program? Any questions regarding the program? Ask, speak now, or forever hold your peace. Let's
No, I think it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Let's play around with what happens if I don't put this break, if I remove the break statement, right? Henrik, I'm just taking out that break statement, right? And I'm going to run the program. Let's see what happens. If I take out that break statement, I can even take out this break statement, right? If I forget the break statement, let's build and run it. And let's enter in 25. Right? Let's see what, oh, it seems to be okay with that. Let's take out, if I play around with it, let's see if I forget that, if I put in 40, the break statement tells me, look at that, there's the error. Right? Can you see what happens? If I enter in 40, I don't have a break statement, it goes to 750, which is the next case. So that break statement is very important to stop the switch statement running. Right? You've got to have the break statement here. So it comes, once it finds the value of the case statement, it comes out of the switch statement. That's what I'm highlighting for you about the break. It's 26 minutes. I said it's going to be a half an hour thing. What else I can tell you about it? Let's quickly revise. Any program will have input, processing, and output. In fact, this is the processing part here. Right? This is the processing. We are making a decision that if it's a particular wattage that was entered in, I must determine that it is has a certain life expectancy. And there's my output. In fact, in line number 25, that's also an output because it's having invalid entry or something to the effect that, listen, I didn't enter in a value that it can work out the life expectancy. This will give you 10 marks. 10 marks for the exam. And all the switch statements, if you look at another paper as well, has a similar structure. If you can answer this question, you can answer any switch statement question. The only thing will change is the scenario. They may not talk about light bulb expectancy. They could talk about if a student has a mark of something. If a price is, if the bulb, instead of saying bulb wattage, they could have said the price. If the price is 25, you get, oh, something, whatever. But there'll be a variable and you got to make a decision based on the input. This is actually a complicated if statement. If wattage equals 25, then life expectancy is 250,000. Else, if wattage equals 40, see out life expectancy 1,000. Else, if wattage equals 60, so and so and so and so and so and so. Okay. Hendrik, Moses, Nurse, let's stop the share. Are you cool with this?
Yes, Mr. Governor, I think you explained that very nicely.
Yeah. Thank you, Hendrik. Thank you, Hendrik. Moses?
Yes, I can see that.
You can see it. Good, Moses. Now, because I taught it to you now, I would advise you to go and answer this question ASAP. Right? Go and answer it on your own. And I'll share the recording with you. I'll even share the program memo, and you can answer it. All right? So for next week, what I'd like you to do is to try and answer. You know I'm working on a 2022 and 2023 paper. I'll take a question from either one of them, and by the end of the year, before your exam, you have the memos for 2 papers, 2022, 2023. By the way, in each year, you have a May, June paper, and you have an October, November paper. So if you can get 4 papers done, I guarantee you, you will pass. I guarantee you. Okay? Cross my heart, I guarantee you. All righty. Can we call it a day? It's 12:30. I got some shopping to do and all of that. Okay? But I don't want to lose the momentum. I want to keep on going in.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, great. Quickly, anybody puts the camera on, we'll take a class photo. Class photo, I like that. Let's do a class photo. Class photo. Moses, camera. Yay. Okay, get ready, get ready, get ready. Yay. Thank you, Moses. Right? The rest of you can watch the recording. Oh, Moses, give me another better smile, Moses. Let me give you a nice smile. Yay, I got a nice smile from Moses, right? Great. Thank you, Moses.
For someone who joined.
Oh, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Oh, Lupa. Thank you, Lupa. Let's do a class photograph with Lupa and Moses. Thank you. This is also proof that I had my Zoom session too. Nice. Yay. Thank you. Thank you, Lupa. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Let's see. Yes, I got it. I got the photo. I got the photo. Right. Thank you, Moses. Thank you, Zanelia. Thank you, Nurse Kota. Next week, October, November.
Thank
October
you.
2023 people, right? Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.